I'm here at Flash Boxing talking to boxing trainer George Diaz. Today, George will give us a quick tutorial about maximizing your power in the boxing world, in a boxing ring, on the bag. George, how do you generate the most power, to release the most power?
Like I said before, power is a God-given gift. But to work on it, I just think you probably got to sit more on your shots and really sit on your shots.
What does that mean, sit on your shots? Explain that to me.
Basically, just have balance on your feet.
So don't have one foot in the air, don't lunge,
don't do this. You know, some people do this, some people do this.
Yeah, I've seen that. But I've seen that at the pros. No, I haven't seen that one. But how do you sit on your punches? Because you're in constant motion. George, you're not standing still. You're moving in boxing. Just take a step back.
Yeah, you're moving back.
Okay.
Bend your knees. Depending on the height, right? If you're tall and lanky, you know, from this.
Klitschko.
You know, you're just right here. You're right here.
Okay.
From here. No. Just right there, right there.
And if
letting your punches go through the bag. Most people just hit the bag. I just believe in really letting your punches go through the bag.
How many when you work on this, how many punches should you throw? One round, two rounds?
I just think the better conditioning that I'm not in, the more condition you're in, the more you escalate. Like the good thing is like you do some from running. A lot of guys, you know, when you jog, you do sprints in between just to build up your lungs. They just say you work on the back sometimes. What I do with my guys, sometimes I have the guys when they hear the 30-second bell, just let their punches.
Balls out,
everything. I don't care if they knock the bag out.
Bunches and punches, yeah.
But you sit on your shots. My father used to make me do this. He used to make me and my brother do this. You know, you used to have the bag.
Why? What does that do when the bag is in motion?
He just has more. You swing the bag.
More snap.
Let it come to you. It's another way.
When you're a trainer and you see a guy hitting the bag, and naturally when the bag flies like that, is that a good thing or a bad thing? When your fighter has the bag swinging all over the place?
I don't think it's a bad thing.
No?
It's just a way. It's just another.
No. I'm saying when you punch, let's say you're working. Let's say you hit that big bag, it wasn't moving at all.
Yeah.
Let's say if you're hitting the bag, hold this for a second.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the bag, and all of a sudden the bag is like
moving around like crazy. Oh, it'll be a good thing. It's just that you hit it with one fist and the bag moves around.
Hey. So when the bag flies all over the place like that, George, what is that?
That means that it doesn't really mean much. You know, I hate when my guys are training, I hate when the bag's moving around.
Right.
Especially,
so how do you prevent that when you hit it?
You just gotta let it be in control. Keep it under control. I stop it while the bag is moving. I just kind of keep it under control. It's good. It's a good thing when you're having train a boxer, keeping him on the movement, working on his movement.
Can I develop power? Can I start with no power and become powerful?
You build up to it. It takes time. It takes time. I think
the footwork all in the footwork?
The harder you work, you build up to it. It just I just think I've just never seen a guy have from no power to having great power. No disrespect to Paulie Malignaggi, he's not a big puncher. You know, he's been working through years and years and years.
Two-time champ, you got to respect him for all his achievements.
You got to respect him in his accomplishment. But he's never going to be a big puncher, depending on what type of trainer, how the training is going, what they're working on. But he rarely he works on. Also Bradley, you know, not a big puncher. You know, he throws a
undefeated champion, just beat Marquez.
You know, but he did very well against Marquez.
So it shows you don't have to be a Triple G. You don't have to be like a knockout artist.
You know, but Triple G is an exception. He has power, but he doesn't rely on his power.
You hear that train by?
What's up?
Whenever the train passes by, the local hoodlums take advantage, smash windows, and stuff in cars. No, not here, you Jim. Like I'm talking about the streets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Isn't that interesting? Because I realized it. Like, wait, Sherman Way, not Sherman Way. Was it Saddle Park?
Yeah, Saddle Park.
Where the train runs, they take advantage of that because the sound over.
It over.
Yeah, so they can smash a window, smash and grab.
Good thing I'm not living near there.
#1 crime in the valley right now.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Of course.
But going back to Triple G, you know, he doesn't rely on his punching power. He relies on, he's technically sounded. He uses his ability, his technique, his jab. But he naturally has punching power. You can see her the minute he hits guys, they're like, woo, woo.
Yeah, no, his jab. One of his sparring partners told me I stopped sparring because I didn't want brain damage from his sparring.
You see, so there's a reason that you know, but he doesn't rely only on his power like most fighters do. Some fighters they have all that punching power and that's all they rely on.
There you have it, George Diaz. Thanks so much for the explanation. Stay tuned for EsNewsReport.com and Melissa back reporting. So last thing, George, when you release that punch, the power starts from your feet, right?
Feet right here. So from here, I just believe in.
You throw your hip inside.
Exactly. Right.
And you turn.
I turn it all the way. I turn my thumb down, basically my thumb down, but I try to commit. I don't hit the bag just by tapping it. I let the punch go through the bag. It's like you gotta hit it through the bag.
Have you ever knocked out someone?
As a professional, only had one knockout, but I wasn't really.
How did that feel to knock someone out?
Oh, I was happy. I was happy, but I dropped I dropped a few guys in sparring. You know, I know right now since I got older, I got better with the body shots. But
everybody's doing that when they get older.
But that's what you read. You know, but now I'm willing to take more shots than receive, than to give. You know, it's just the age. You know, I'm not as fast as I'm not weighing 125 pounds like I used to. So that's the only difference.